Let's make the easiest kusa mahshi together. Before you core out the inside of the kusa, you're going to need to clean it very well with water and salt. And then you're going to cut off the top part and start coring the inside. You can get this tool, I guess, from Amazon or any Middle Eastern Mediterranean stores. Over here, I was soaking about a cup and a half of rice. It has to be a small grain rice. I use Egyptian rice, and then I'll just rinse it out. For rice mixture, I add in ground beef that I have the butcher mix in parsley with, fresh parsley, some salt, about I want to say a teaspoon of salt, another teaspoon of mahshi spice that you can get from the Middle Eastern store, and allspice, about a teaspoon of that as well, or maybe a teaspoon and a half. Some fresh olive oil, and about a big tablespoon of tomato paste. We are going to mix the mixture very, very well. I like to use my hands. Over here, we're going to start to stuff the kusa. Make sure you don't stuff it all the way to the top because, as you know, rice expands once it's cooked. So you need some space for it to cook thoroughly. I like to go a little bit more than halfway. So not all the way to the top, just a little bit more than halfway. For the red sauce mixture that you're going to add over the kusa to cook it in, I like to add some tomato paste, about 3 big tablespoons, some Maggi cubes, and before I put it in, I like to crumble it and put it in. It's easier for the broth to mix through once it's cooking. You don't need salt because the Maggi is already salty. I add it to the kusa, and then I add water on top of that. Then we cover it and let it cook for about an hour to an hour and a half. Over here, I minced some garlic, added some olive oil, and fry it. Once it's all fried up, I add it to the kusa.